Hey everyone, welcome back. So it's fair to say that Folkestone has changed a lot in the past 10 years, so I thought I'd take a trip down to see what it's like now. Please pop in for a pint. It's like, oh my god, like this is like the tiniest little pub ever. How cool is this? Randomly here on the beach, you can actually sit in one of the old waltzers. So it's definitely worth coming down here because there's loads of little boutique shops to come and have a look at. Also, I'm going to show you one of the best beaches if you fancy going for a swim in Folkestone, called Sunnyside. But the weather is a little bit iffy today. Some showers expected. Still quite cool actually, but some nice places to eat. Steep street, rather apt, sitting outside. It's about 11:30 on a Monday. Reminds me of like narrow streets of Spain a little bit. Almost feels a little bit Mediterranean. Old-fashioned card shop here, look at that. Well, that's interesting. So it's not overly a long street, as you can see, but it's definitely worth coming down and have a look in a few of the shops. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen so many tulips. Tulips and palm trees. Look at that. There are so many of them. Look, and there's all these over here as well. Whoever's done these flowers, love the theming, the purple, the red and the blue. Look, there's so many of them. Chummies, this looks good.
Oh my God. She was ringing me, are you in? I said, yeah, I'm in here. And I was like,
Chummies looks like a good place to get some food. Now I'm going to be walking this way past the old the fish market. So it's a mid-morning on a Monday, so it's a little bit quiet. There are a few fish shops open. Really peaceful actually walking around here. You'll notice there's a few arty bits and installations around Folkestone. There's a couple of houses over there. I'll talk about those in just a little bit. Look at that! All the old bits of shellfish just left there. That absolutely stinks. Don't mind me, I'm sure that person loves you sitting on his car. Some local whelks being sold here, I can see them actually. Oh, sun's coming out just a little bit. So although this isn't the main beach in Folkestone, it is a popular beach for bathers, and if you want to come swimming, this is probably the best place to come as well. Water quality here is actually really good. Love this little mini harbour with all the boats. There's also quite a few pubs down here as well if you fancy stopping off and having a drink. Here the Mariner's quite good. Closest thing that Folkestone has to a pier is over there, and also it has something very unique called the Harbour Arm, which is an old train station platform. And well, on a sunny day this beach gets very busy. It's popular for surfers, kayakers and people that want to swim. This is Sunnyside Beach here in Folkestone, and it is it's a really lovely beach. It's a bronze sculpture of a mermaid apparently. Look how beautiful that is. Let's go and quickly check it out. I can see one lonely surfer out there. Yeah, lovely beach though. Like I say, it's not a place that a lot of people think coming to for a beach day, but I thought I'd show you this because it's definitely worth the trip. So there's two ways of getting down to the beach. The main boring way, and then there's a slightly different way to walk down to the beach, if you fancy it. Where you go basically under this bridge. It's a bit random. You can walk this way, and you can walk also through all these little random tunnels. Now I have no idea what this is about. In fact, if you go into one of these, super odd. See, look, if someone came in actually and built little rooms here for you to rent, wouldn't that be cool? For the day, for the night. Very strange. Coming out of here to show you what it looks like. So just realised it's a pumping station, and in fact it continues all the way along there. So where I'm going to head to next is where the old train station was here in Folkestone, and where I'm walking now is where basically, if you just walk up here, you can actually see the old railway tracks as they come into Folkestone, and they're still actually on here leading up to the old station. And we're going to have a walk up there because what they've done is something totally different to anything I've ever seen from any old station in the UK. And all this has been lovingly restored, including all the ironwork over the old railway bridge in the shadow of the Great Burston Hotel. But if you're into your trains, or even if you're not, this is a special place to come and visit. Signal Box has now been turned into, I think, a cafe or a coffee shop. But look at this. It's been completely restored. Some of these are shops and cafes. It's really weird walking on a what used to be a train station. It's a weird feeling, almost like there's going to be a train coming in at any minute, but there never will be again. Look at that. It still says, "Mind the gap." And I think part of the train track is actually still running along here. So look at that, you can see some history about the old Folkestone Harbour Station. It's amazing to think the Orient Express used to pull up here. The last time it pulled up into this station was 2009. The station has been closed since 2014, but if you're in Folkestone, it's definitely worth coming and having a walk around. Still says up there, platform 1. I'm walking obviously on what was the tracks into the station. Some building work going on over the other side actually, which almost sounds like a train pulling in. So you can see what it did look like. I mean, it was all overgrown, it was rusting, so yeah. An interesting idea and an interesting tourist attraction, right? Just walking through the beach side, and there's loads of little containers here. It's almost like a little market stroke cafe area, and there's also one around the other side. Good use of containers, obviously being near Dover. But look at this, look. Oh my god, this is amazing. So if you're a big fan of the fun fair, randomly here on the beach, you can actually sit in one of the old waltzers. You can scan your QR code even though that's broken and order a coffee and enjoy the view. In fact, what they've done here is use some of the sleepers from the station as well. So leaving the station behind, you can have a walk out onto the harbour wall. So they do close these gates when it's bad weather. Now the reason why you should definitely come and have a walk up here, because you get to see the amazing white cliffs of Dover in the distance, which are just coming into view. But from up here we can see across to Folkestone Beach, which is a pebble beach compared to Sunnyside, which obviously is just over there. Look at the colour of the water though. You see, me being from Norfolk on the Norfolk coast, it's not very often the water looks like that, apart from when we get some very good clear days in the summer. But on the south coast the water does look a lot bluer, or greener in this instance. Just going to head down these stairs. Now as you come down the steps, the station continues, and the old train tracks. There's an old train here as well that is worth going to check out, because it's been turned into a coffee shop. Just look at this. This is amazing. Not just a coffee shop actually. Wine. Wow, look at this. Almost like the Orient Express. How beautiful is this? She sells seashells. That is what this is called. That is so cool. There's even little rooms you can sit in as well and get a coffee. The big Greek bus, if you fancy some Greek food. So there's lots of places to eat out down here. Hello, is that Mexican? I think so. Oh, Latino, there's a burger shack. And also, nice to know, a few bars. Yeah, look, open on a Monday, just after 12 o'clock. I'm tempted. Please pop in for a pint. It's like, oh my god, like this is like the tiniest little pub ever. How cool is this? Look at those lights. Wow, I love this. The Dog and Otter. Tiny little pop-up pub. That's really good. You still see part of the station here as well. We'll go and check out the lighthouse on the very end. But from here, you get some amazing views of Dover and the white cliffs. Obviously Dover's just slightly around the corner. Don't know how I feel about walking on this. So across the water there we can see the beach Sunnyside, and a very popular place to go and get your photo with the Folkestone sign. This does get lit up at night and it does look good. Weather is a third to place and time. So the Folkestone Lighthouse. You've also got, I think, a bit of a pub here. Hello mate. That is a big, is that unopened?
Yes, it is unopened.
Don't see that every day, do you? There you go, the Lighthouse Champagne Bar. Definitely worth a visit. A bit too early for me, like I say. We're coming out right to the very end with amazing views over the English Channel and of course the White Cliffs of Dover. So having a walk on the boardwalk here in Folkestone. You can see there a rather famous hotel called the Grand Burstin. And if you want to see my review on that hotel, don't forget to click in the top right hand corner, or the link is in the description, but make sure you watch the end of the video first before you go over there and check that out. It looks like a ship, doesn't it? So the Leas, the lower Leas, there's also some really lovely gardens up there. They're doing some work over here. Apparently this is going to be called the Shoreline. Not quite sure what this is. Oh, apartments, townhouses, that'll be nice. So they are doing the area up that hotel definitely needs a bit of a paint job. To be honest, from a distance I thought this was like a slingshot. This is an old bell that was removed from a 16th century church in Leicester, and apparently it was out of tune with all the other bells, so it was placed here in Folkestone. So this area here was once an amusement park filled with attractions. There was a roller coaster, a Lido pool here as well. It was demolished in 2004. And in its spot, the only thing remaining now on this very site is the jelly mould pavilion with seats which are perfectly fitted for your bum. Not so great if you're a guy. Ooh. Okay, they're not too bad if you're a guy. Oh, look up there. So tell us about your memories of Folkestone in the comments. It's changed a lot, it's changing again. It's a big old hotel that's being built there. I love the old Victorian buildings on the south coast. Doesn't that look beautiful? So behind the station is the old goods yard, which has been turned into an entertainment area with little bars all the way around, and a container there that opens out and is actually the stage. Look, you can even order on your phone, and there's places to get food and drink. Now it's a Monday, as I said, but you know, the season's kicked off now. All these are open, the bars are open, food is being served. And actually there's more of it around here as well. In fact, there's a really random tiny little miniature golf that's just popped up here. Look at that. Amazing. These are actually little shops in the sheds. Maybe this is a smoking hut, I don't know. There's a bit of an arty thing going on. There's a house here, and there's also one in the harbour, really randomly plonked there in the middle. So tell us your memories of Folkestone and the amazing amusement park that used to be on the beach. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and if you want to see more videos from the south coast, click here.